So guys, today I have this video about 2023 BMW X1. I have this car almost a year and right now this car has 12,000 miles on it. Let's go over the problems I'm getting with this car and why I want to get rid of it as soon as possible. So the condition of this car remaining kind of the same and there's not much problems, I would say none of the problems for the exterior or something is not working. Everything is working, everything is good. Let's start from the problems I'm getting. So the lighting system actually on this car at night impressed me a lot. So I can clearly see a lot of stuff when I'm driving fully black, and that's a good point about the BMW X1. So I'm gonna show you guys these brake pads, the one I got from the dealer. I replaced them because they've been suggesting me my brake pads are gone and I need new one. So how come BMW making the brake pads supposed to be gone and replaced in 12,000? I have no idea. My braking experience about the same on all of the cars, and again it looks like the brake pads remaining about 40%, but the dealer tried to charge me 800 to replace the brake pads, but I spent less than 300 to do so. Go inside the car. What's the condition on 12,000 miles BMW? Look at the seat. The leather is already stretched out, and since it's not a real leather, it looks like it's normal. So right now I have an option as a heated seats only, but I'm assuming this car might have a ventilated seats as an option. So 12,000 miles, 12,300 miles on this car. Let's start it up. And again, when it started, the engine jumping, and dealer telling me that's a normal thing for this car. So what about the paid stuff? So it's all about subscription. It's all about to get the money from you. Either way, you buy this option or you're gonna do subscription. Like subscription on Driving Assistant Plus. Basically this car gonna stop and go in the traffic or on the freeway maybe. I never buy any of that crap. Why would I? So the media, the climate control, actually the media, I would say it's kinda okay. Sometimes I'm getting confused because it's switching from my phone to the radio without even me notice that, right? So navigation again, like from 2000s, it's about the same. You cannot use it when you're driving it and you have to type it every time. Who's using navigation, especially on the BMW? I never use any navigation on any car. I'm assuming it's just such a waste of time to find something and type something on the navigation, especially on the BMW. So the climate control, sometimes again I have to go all the way down to the low and I'm still not getting cold air as it desired. I don't know if it's a really problem with this BMW or BMW, all of them has the same kind of problem, or maybe I just got the cheap X1, that's why I'm getting that kind of confusion. So the charger for my iPhone, again, sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. As I said before in my review about this car, I think it's kinda not suitable for BMW charging port. That's number whatever 5, and this shifter, it is annoying also. It is annoying for me because there is no parking, so basically every time when I stop I have to push e-brake and it's gonna go to the parking. But if I'm not using the e-brake, it's not gonna go on the parking. Otherwise, I have to shut the car off like a Prius. It's gonna go to the parking itself. So USB-C, again, sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. I'm assuming it's just a problem with those type of charger maybe, but there's nothing been spilled inside. So I don't understand. I have some update on it. So this car got 12,000 miles on it right now, and I have it about half year. No, not about half year. I have it since August 23, and we are in May. So almost a year. Almost a year I've been driving this BMW X1. Sometimes, not every day, but sometimes. So I got a lot of experience with this car, and a lot of stuff been kind of annoying for me. Dealer been trying to fix a lot of issues, not a lot, but look, number one, it's been constantly check engine light on, and they fix it once, came back, they fix it twice, came back. Basically it's been like 5 times I went to dealership to fix that. And the last time I've been at the dealership, they told me, do not ever come back to us with your check engine light on. If you get in something else, come back, not a problem, but check engine light on, don't even come to us anymore. That's number one. Number two, they've been fixing airbag light, and they fix it, I mean, it's been 2 times, so they've changed some sensors, and it's been good since that. So what I don't like and what I like about this car and why I think I'm gonna get rid of it. The seats on this BMW X1, they're really comfortable. I went to Arizona from California for 3 days trip to Sedona, and it's been nice. I mean, surprisingly for me, the car was driving good, MPG was kind of fine. The seats are super comfortable. I don't know why, but I was feeling so good. The only problem, MPG was sometimes not good. Check engine light was coming on and staying on. So when I came to the dealership right after my trip, I asked them, why check engine light coming on and off, on and off? Honestly, I never scanned this car myself, even I do have a scanner, but why would I touch it if it's a brand new car and it's under the warranty? So they check it out. They say, yeah, you do have some evap codes. We fixed it before. For some reason, they came already, but looks like it's gone. And the second code, they say, it's for your radiator grill, the active grill, you know, the one is closing, opening, closing, opening. So they saying, the guy told me, service advisor, he said, it's kind of normal for this car. So basically when it's cold and sometimes it's not opening or not closing on time, so it's getting stuck and check engine light coming on, but you driving it a little bit and the grill gonna open, check engine light gonna go away. I'm like, that's something not good. It's something you have to replace it. He's like, no, you know what? It's normal for all the BMW, the new one we're getting right now. So there's nothing we can do about it. So you just have to drive it because check engine light not staying on all the time. I'm like, okay. So they told me you have to replace the brakes, and the cost for the brakes is going to be $800. So basically they do have a free oil change for me for I think 4 times. So one time they did it, second time it's coming, but they don't have a free brakes replacement for me because my plan it's not that good or something like this. So they asked $800 to replace the front brake pads. Only replace the front brake pads, nothing else. Okay, so I didn't do that job. They check the car, they check the motor mounts, even though the engine is jumping like crazy, especially when you on the traffic light, stop and go. So the engine turned off and after turn on and it's jumping. So I told him, you know, looks like it's motor mount, not motor mount, maybe transmission mount, but something on the left side jumping a lot. It's not supposed to be this way, especially in a new car. And again, they check it with other cars. They say, you know, it's normal. There is nothing we can do about it. They're all jumping like this way and just comply, you know, just take it the way it is. Okay, so from the same dealership, I got the brake pads. I paid $163. That was my cost for the original brake pads, and I think $28 for the brake pad sensor. So $190 I paid for the brake set, the front brakes, and I paid to my mechanic 100. So basically I'm less than $300 in the front brakes, and it's original part installed, it's all good. But the interesting part, when I told my mechanic, you know, don't put the brake pads, don't trash them, just put it in the box, let me check them, I want to see if they're really bad, because they've been saying, oh, you know, it's metal to metal, you might gonna replace the rotors also. So he put it in the back for me, in a box, in the original box, and I'm gonna show it to you. They like not brand new, but they about 40, maybe 50% left. So what's really annoying for me, number one, that's a climate control. I'm gonna open the hood right now, and I'm gonna show you the part, the one I'm really not scared, but my concern is about the motor mount, the one on this side, because when the car doing start and stop option, this side of the engine jumping constantly, and dealer told me it's normal, all the BMWs they doing the same, and there is nothing to replace at this moment. Check engine light coming on for the evap system, and I believe they replaced sensor for the evap system right here on the engine, and one on fuel tank. The other problem I'm getting, that's the active grill, the one is getting stuck open or stuck closed. Check engine light coming on for that. Again, dealer told me that's all normal, don't have to worry about it. Sometimes you might gonna get check engine light on, but as soon as you're gonna drive it a little bit, they say the wind is gonna open those active grill shutters. Like, why the wind supposed to open if this car has automatic grill? I'm gonna try to start the car, and you might gonna hear that noise when the engine jumping. It is jumping. It is jumping, but they saying it is normal. So like, for example, right now, the engine shut off. I want to drive. So I'm stepping on the gas. 1, 2, 3, let's go. So the car is going on the 3rd second. And it's constantly. So if you're going through the streets and you have a stop signs, the engine gonna shut off every time. And every time you have to start the engine again. Maybe it's not a big issue, but for me, it is a big issue. So every time you stop, the engine shut off. Right now it's off. So I have to jump to the traffic. I have to step on the gas, or I have to drive it on a sport mode. So basically sport mode, as again, dealer told me, that's a normal operation mode. The engine never gonna shuts off, but your MPG gonna go down. So what's the point of having that? I still have no idea. So right now you're getting off the car, you have a key, you do have your car running, right? So you want to grab something from the office or from your house, doesn't matter. So you're leaving the key with you in your pocket, and you want to close the door. What's the car gonna do? If I'm gonna go a little bit off away from the car, oh, it's not doing it. Or is it? So it's beeping, right? It's beeping. It's like showing you the car is running. Please don't forget to come back. Car is running. Okay, that's good. So I'm coming back to the car, right? It's already locked. The car is locked, so nobody else can open it. It's locked. So now it's to unlock it. Even I have a key, it won't unlock. Oh, now it's unlocked. Okay, now car is unlocked, right? I'm inside the car with the actual key. So you don't have to beep again. You don't have to tell me you forgot something. I'm already in the car and I have a key with me. It's right here. I'm putting on drive and I'm trying to drive away. So my driving experience, like this stop and start option, keep driving me crazy. So every time I'm trying to turn left on the intersection, the car just shut off. I mean, the older BMW, they are doing the same, and it might be not the big issue, but sometimes 1 or 2 seconds, you know, when you're trying to squeeze between the traffic, between the cars going, it is kind of dangerous. Believe me or not, it's been several situations when the engine shuts off and I have to step on the gas to just jump, but the car cannot. The engine is shut off and it's gonna take a couple seconds to do so. So I have to wait. Every time I'm driving this car, I have to wait on the intersection until everybody gonna pass so I can turn safely. Sometimes the AC working so cold, so good, and sometimes suddenly it stopped working and blowing warm. So the moonroof, that's one of the cool option in this car. I like it, and especially kids, they love it when I'm opening this roof. And the good point, 12,000 miles, 1 year old, it's still working. I mean, maybe for next couple years it's gonna be working good with no problem, but sooner or later it's gonna get stuck, and that beautiful shade cover, sunshade cover, it's gonna get stuck somewhere because all those plastic pieces, they're gonna fall apart. That's obviously what's happening with all BMWs. Guys, what's your opinion on the BMW X1 new body style? Do you like it or not? And do you think this car worth to be yours for $750 a month or not? I think it's not worth it. I think the fair price for this car right now, that's about 29,000 as a used one at the auction, and about maybe 43 or 39,000 as a new one at the dealership. So basically it's overrated and it's overpriced unit. I don't think it's worth that money. So I hope I'm gonna get rid of it soon, and I'm gonna give you an update on that if you're really interested. So the quick update on the Land Cruiser new one 2024, it got sold, and the new owner in Texas waiting for this car right now. That's good point for me.